What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Thief Strings, and today we are going to be going over game 2 of week 3 in the PLL. Today we have Archers versus Chaos. Star-studded matchup here with two teams with very different styles of play and very different strengths on the field. I would definitely say that the Chaos are a very defensive team, strong, stout, and usually involved in low-scoring games, physical, whereas the Archers, you know my nickname for them, they are the Utah Avengers, just star-studded, full of offensive firepower, but their defense, a little bit lacking lately, at least this season so far. Let's see if they can turn it around. Of course, these games are taking place in Philadelphia, which is a homecoming again for Grant Ament and McArdle, one of many players with ties to Philly. They, of course, being Penn State boys. Massive news for the league. Big Blaze Riorden somehow, someway, is already back in the Chaos lineup 2 weeks after dislocating his kneecap. I mean, I know he's a goalie and he kind of just stands there the whole game, but still, that's mad impressive to have someone come back from injury that quick. That's like John Cena level of healing. As much as I appreciate Blaze Rieden's toughness, I don't think this was a smart idea. The Chaos have a bye week next week, and Austin Tout was playing pretty damn good for the Chaos. I would have just sat Blaze this week. Of course, you got a bye week next week, so you don't got to worry about it. And then you don't have to worry about him getting hurt this week. He gets a whole, basically 2 weeks more recovery. I just don't see what the idea was of bringing him back this game. Either way, let's see if you can make a difference for the Chaos. Once again, the Chaos have a scary defense. I mean, when your worst or like least notable player is Will Bowen, I mean, you got Blaze in net, you got Jack Rowlett, Jarrod Neumann, even Troy Ray, who I think really complements this defensive line. Because he's not, he's not really like stout, like defender. Defender's going to lock you down. He's pretty good at playing defense, don't get me wrong, but obviously what makes Troy Ray unique is his stick, his ability to get out in transition, carry the ball a little bit, get those ground balls. You need a guy like that, especially when you've got the rest of the defensive line who are those like stout, stocky, just straight up, I'm going to play you, I'm going to take the ball, you're not scoring on me kind of defenders. Also, we finally got Jules Henenberg back at attack. Oh my God, I love watching him play attack. He's so much better there than at midfield. You guys have heard me say it a lot. I hate when a true attackman gets ran out of the box. I think it just completely like cuts off their creativity. And I can't wait to see what he's got to do for us right now. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the game here. All right, so I gotta be honest. I got made to look like a complete fool on like the first goal of the game here because just last week I was begging you guys to send me clips of McArdle shooting overhand because I've never seen it before. He always shoots underhand. And this fucking guy, first shot he gets this week goes and takes an overhand rip that goes in the net. I mean, oh, it almost hurts to watch though. Like, it feels blasphemous. I don't like it. I mean, it's a great shot, but like, it feels wrong. It feels really wrong. I don't know. McArdle keeps shooting overhand. Hell froze over, I guess. Midway through the first quarter, not too much action, especially when, this play is making the highlight reel. I don't know what the hell happened here or what the defender was going for. But whoever that was that tried to make that check, how did your stick end up halfway across the field? That was weird. And then McArdle with another goal. This one totally different. Ew, he catches this one one hand around the world, nonchalant, super casual. Eats a little bit of a hit, but my God, that was a pretty one. I feel like he only scores pretty ones, right? It's always a highlight reel with him. Unfortunately, though, that beauty was called off because his tippy toe was on the crease. And I got a real hot take here. I mean, I don't know if this is glazing at this point. You guys might call this glazing, but I think that watching Jules Henenberg work from X is just as exciting as seeing Sowers. Now, he's not as twitchy, he's not as fast. I know his footwork's not as good, but I feel like he has the same bag and the same skill set, maybe like a little slower, obviously, because no one's as fast as Sowers, but it's exciting watching him play. He just puts so many moves together, strings so many moves into one little flurry of offense. Really love seeing him operate back there. Then, coming to the end of the quarter, Connor Fields driving. I forgot that was the play. Oh my God, he's dead. He's not. He gets back up. But oh my God. Connor, just shoot the ball, bro. I mean, you had time to react. Like, why'd you wait so long? Get out the way. And then another one from Grant Ament. I feel like he scores one of these goals that just like comes absolutely out of nowhere. You don't see it coming, and all of a sudden he just rolls back. Load a high like that, like with that angle, with that short of a cradle, like it almost looked like a slow shot. I mean, I know it wasn't obviously, but really good placement there. I feel like Grant does get like a sneaky goal like that you don't see coming pretty much every game. Always against the flow of the match too. Like, the Archers will be getting dominated. You're not calling Grant's name a lot. You're like, where is this dude? All of a sudden, oh, he's finally at the ball and a great goal. Wow, okay. Okay, getting going with the second quarter. Rowlett starts us off just a few seconds into the quarter with that really nice, really clean, super textbook, super nonchalant. Doesn't even look like he was going for it. Nice can opener check there. And man, I love watching Rowlett. He is probably my favorite defender to watch. Maybe not my favorite, but he's definitely the most exciting in terms of his like prime defensive ability. Always throwing these like kind of weird checks, landing them a high percentage of the time too. And man, I'll say it once, I've said it twice, I'll say it again. The Chaos defense is scary, man. Between Rowlett, Neumann, Riorden, they are exciting. They're probably the main reason I like watching the Chaos. You know, their offense can be a little slow sometimes, a little low scoring, but their defense just has highlights, man. And that, I mean, look at this. Blaze right here on this next clip I'm showing you. He gets his second assist of the season as a goalie. So you know that one I showed you in the last video wasn't a fluke. He gets another one. So 2 assists in basically like 2.5 games. Not even, because he got injured. Basically like 1.5. Good for him, man. I mean, he throws this thing on a rope to Josh Byrne. He catches it, lets it rip. And just like I was saying about the Chaos defense being a highlight reel material, Rowlett hits another crazy check. This one is, I think that's technically an over the head. I don't really know what to call that, because an over the head, like, usually you're coming at the defender. Like, let's say I'm righty. The defender, or the attackman's going to be on my right side here. And I'm going over him like this. This was kind of the opposite. The defender was on Rowlett's left side. He comes in with the almost like a fake check, then goes over his head this way instead of coming like back around like that. That's still considered an over the head check? I think so, but really good technique right there by him. Great play. Unfortunately for the Chaos, they couldn't make anything happen off that nice play by Rowlett. But Woodward, the other pole on the Archers, same play, has a nice little goose to himself. That was pretty clean. And then we get some good ball movement from the Archers, and yup, that's more like it, Mac O'Keefe. That's that underhand shot that I'm used to, looking just as good as always. So coming out of halftime, the game is all tied up at 5 goals apiece. I don't have a clip of it, but Jules Hendenberg gets going at X again. He starts cooking. I love him at X. And there wasn't too much exciting action until late in the third quarter, but one thing that I definitely started noticing during this quarter was that the Archers started looking like just a bunch of star players on a team together, where the Chaos genuinely looked like an organized team with a game plan, with a strategy, with something they're looking to go out and execute on, where definitely for stretches, the Archers, I don't want to call it hero ball, because it wasn't like in a selfish way, but the Archers kind of stagnated. It looked like they didn't really have like that much of a plan, that much motion, fluidity in their offense, really. They just couldn't get it done. It looked like it was just like give it to the star, let them cook kind of offense. They were, however, able to convert on the man up here, where you give Tom Schreiber the ball pretty much at 5 and 5. I don't know, that was more like 7 and 6, but whatever. You let him be wide open right there, he's obviously going to make you pay for it. That Tom Schreiber shot tied the game, but Knobloch comes right back down the field, scores a goal, and puts the Chaos right back up 1 goal. Heading into the fourth quarter, we are all tied up, and all I have written down as the note for this goal was Connor Fields behind the back following rule number 1. Connor Fields, rule number 1, did not have to go behind the back here at all. He could have just, turned and shot the ball like a normal person, maybe just done like an underhand, like, fade away type of shot, but nah, he went back to back, rule number 1, love you, Connor Fields. The Archers get a fast break down the field, get a little tic-tac-toe offense, but Blaze is there in net, absolutely stuffs the Archers. You will not pass on Blaze, not that easy at least. So then we get this super funky play where I don't know if I've ever really seen anything like this. Blaze makes the save, not clean. He then accidentally kind of hits the ball back into the net with the bottom of the shaft of his stick, and then it looks like he catches the ball, or at least goes to rake it out of his net right before it crosses the line. But this one peek of the camera angle shows that ball was actually in. Now, the funny thing about this play was that literally every single camera angle was like a half second away from like having the perfect angle. It was tough to see. The one camera angle, the progressive signs blocking it. The other camera angle, Connor Fields walks right in front of the angle of the ball. It really weird, really funny how that worked out. That kind of brings us to the end of the game. It ends up being a real low-scoring one, especially for the PLL. 7-9, Archers win. And yeah, honestly, Rowlett, same dude. Totally get it. Totally relate. So just a couple post-game notes. The Archers obviously ended up winning that game, but it was pretty unconvincing. I did not think that the Archers had that good of a showing in the game today. I think as a team, the Chaos definitely looked better. They couldn't really get things going on offense. The shots weren't falling from them, but I think they look a little bit more coherent. The Archers are kind of sometimes they're just running around out there. It doesn't seem like they have a real good understanding of who they are or what they want to be right now. It was a fun first half, but honestly, the game kind of died out, fizzled out in the second half. It wasn't too exciting, especially for the Chaos, man. I mean, they really fell off in that second half. I mean, 2 goals, 1 goal a quarter. You guys are pros. Figure it out. For me personally, I had some pretty high expectations for this game, but maybe I was just hyping it up. But to me, this game disappointed a little bit. I thought it was going to be action-packed thriller. It had some good action, but not as exciting as I had hoped. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up the game. Thank you very much for watching. I do not ask you for likes at the beginning of the video because I want to give you guys the opportunity to actually watch the video, see if you liked it. So now you've had the chance. If you liked it, please drop a like. I would very much appreciate it. Know that my hard work in these videos is being appreciated. You guys are relating to it. You guys are enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, let me know in the comments. What can I do better? So have a good day, guys. We'll be back tomorrow covering Game 3 of the PLL this week. If you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe. Have a good day, guys.